Hello today, and as you can see we have the game Ghostbusters up on 3 different systems on the 3 major 8-bit platforms, from the Commodore 64, the Amstrad CPC and the Sinclair ZX Spectrum, as we also see Windows Media Player, which I will be playing a little bit later on. Excuse me. Right, the reason why I'm doing this, as we can see, this is where you select your car. So we get a choice of 4 cars. So the Compact, which is a Volkswagen Beetle, a 1963 Hearst, station wagon, and a high performance sports car. And you can see 4 different price range. Obviously the Compact is the cheapest to the high performance, but which one of those cars would represent the Ghostbusters car? And I'll tell you, none of them do. None of these cars have got nothing to do with the Ghostbusters car whatsoever, and I'll tell you why. Everyone would assume that it would be the 1963 Hearst. Wrong. The Ghostbusters car was not a 1963 Hearst. It was a 1959 Miller. It was a 1959 Cadillac ambulance, and I think it was the Miller Meteor company that usually converted the cars into ambulances. And I will show you a clip from Ghostbusters.
You don't think it's too subtle, Marty? You don't think people are going to drive down and not see the sign? You can't park that here. Everybody can relax. I found the car. Need some suspension work and shocks and brakes, brake pads, lining, steering box, transmission, rear end. How much? Only $4,800. Maybe new rings, also mufflers, a little wiring.
As you saw there, that was not a Hearst. That was an ambulance. A bit of a giveaway was the lights on top. Was you could tell that straight away. But I think it must have been probably maybe back in the day. Although probably people didn't really take no notice of that, especially when they started playing the game, they probably assumed, oh yes, 1963 Hearst, not realising when you watch the clip back, it's got lights and a siren, so it indicates it was an ambulance. The thing they did get right, though, how much did it cost? Only $4,800. So that was absolutely correct what they did with the price. Yes, it did cost $4,800, which it states there, but the car is totally wrong. It's not a 1963 Hearst whatsoever. So let's go to the Commodore version. Push 2. No, or space 2. That's not what I pushed. I pushed space 2. Right, let's do it with the Amstrad then. So I'll do it with the Spectrum version and all. Oh fuck. Excuse me. Didn't mean to swear. There we go. So the 1963 Hearst. Right, as you can see, it looks pretty much like the Ghostbusters car, but also, as we saw in the clip, when the car came parking outside the Ghostbusters headquarters, the car wasn't white. It was sort of patchy, like black and dark grey. So it ain't a Hearst. Even looking at that, looking at the picture there of the cars, you can tell it's not a Hearst, it's the wrong car. And what's the blue light on top if it's a Hearst? I'm presuming it's a blue light. Well, on the Spectrum version it's monochrome, but you look at that straight away and the last thing you would think of, it's a Hearst. unless they've already painted it up before you buy it. I don't know, but you'd think it's an ambulance, wouldn't you? The Ghostbusters car already. So that's a mistake Activision made there, or obviously I think it was originally programmed on the Commodore 64, but it all got ported over to the other two systems, and as well as other systems got it, but it's the same mistake. It's not a 1963 Hearst. It was a 1959 Cadillac Meteor. Obviously they can't put Cadillac because they can't put the brand names, but if they put a 1959 ambulance, then that would have been spot on. But in this case, it's not a 1963 Hearst. Probably not a lot of people knew that, but I thought I'd bring it up because I think it was a week ago that I did bring up a glitch in the Amstrad version. Probably not a lot of people knew that, but I knew it back about, was it 32 years ago? I noticed it because I didn't pick the PKE thing for some reason, and I don't know why I didn't pick it. I probably forgot to pick it or something, and the game crashed, started messing up. So that's how I knew it. I thought, hang on a minute, something else ain't right here. The car they use is not a 1963 Hearst. It's a 1959 ambulance Cadillac Meteor. I thought I'd clear that up. Sorry about that if people don't like this, but there you go. Anyway, I'm going to end this now. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, and goodbye.